devil has requested access to you, and Archangel Michael intercepted it. But heaven needs your response now. You have 3 minutes left to reverse what was signed. This message is not for everyone. No, this word will not land in every heart, nor will it resonate in every ear. It is set apart, sealed, and released only for those whose spirit has been stirred in these recent days. If you have felt the unsettling pull inside, if you have sensed the trembling deep within your chest, if you have awakened with questions that you could not silence, then this message has been appointed for you. For the heavens do not waste words, and the angels do not deliver messages to idle hearts. Understand this now. Heaven's clock is not man's clock. What feels like a lifetime to you is but a moment in eternity. And yet, what feels like only a fleeting moment in your eyes could be the turning point of your destiny in heaven's records. Right now, you are standing in the final minutes of a negotiation that has been taking place in the unseen. While you lived your days, while you carried your burdens, while you wrestled with doubts and unanswered prayers, a request was made. The adversary, the accuser of souls, requested access to your destiny. Yes, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. The enemy's voice rose, asking for a door, asking for a window, asking for permission to step into what rightfully belongs to you. And here is the shocking truth. His request reached the gates. But hear me now. Archangel Michael intercepted it. The hand that sought to extend darkness over your future was stopped, but the matter is not closed. For heaven does not force obedience. Heaven does not override agreement. What was signed in silence must now be unsigned by your voice. Do you hear it? The sound of time slipping through eternity's hands. 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Heaven has decreed a window, a sacred gap in time, where what was attempted can be reversed, what was whispered can be broken, and what was bound can be loose. But windows do not remain open forever. Silence will seal what the enemy asked for. Stillness will confirm his claim. Quick obedience will revoke his access. You cannot afford delay, for delay is agreement, and agreement is access. Why 3 minutes? Because heaven's mysteries are not given without measure. The number is not random, it is divine. A door is open now, but doors do not stay open without response. Heaven waits. The angels stand watch. Your yes, your cry, your declaration, it alone can shift this case. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code *1122* is now activated. Beloved soul, hear me clearly. I, Michael, the Archangel, stand before you not with gentle whispers but with the thunder of heaven's command. This is no ordinary moment. This is no ordinary word. The heavens have interrupted the rhythm of your life to deliver this divine warning and invitation. The clock has started. The window has opened. And in the next 3 minutes, your yes or your silence will determine everything. For behold, I stand as God's warrior at the gates of heaven on your behalf. I have drawn my sword in the spirit, not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and powers that sought to chain you, against the whispers of accusation that requested your downfall, against the shadowed hand that reached for what belongs to you. My assignment is clear: to guard the doors of your destiny until your voice confirms heaven's decree. I can intercept the request. I can halt the adversary's advance. But I cannot replace your answer. For heaven requires agreement, not passivity. And silence in this hour is surrender. This word will not meet everyone. Many will scroll past, unmoved, untouched. Many will shrug off this urgency and dismiss it as nothing more than words. But for you, the one who feels the trembling inside, the one whose spirit has been restless, the one who cannot shake the weight in your chest, this is for you. You know it because your spirit leaps even now. The vibrations of eternity are running through your bones. The fire of recognition is burning in your belly. You cannot explain it, but you know this message has found you on time because heaven meant it to. Your life was headed one way, but heaven has stepped in. Do you hear me? The trajectory you thought was unshakable, the pain you thought you would have to carry forever, the chains you thought were permanent, heaven has interrupted them. This is a divine interruption, a collision between time and eternity, a sacred pause where everything shifts if you choose obedience. You cannot stay silent. You cannot stay still. You must respond before the clock runs out. Listen closely. The enemy requested access to sift you, to break you, to drain your strength. But God has not abandoned you. The Father has released his warrior angels. The Spirit has ignited the alarm. And I, Michael, stand at the threshold, keeping back the devourer until your answer comes forth. Do not wait for another sign. Do not wait for another confirmation. This asterisk is asterisk your confirmation. This asterisk is asterisk the sign you asked heaven for. You must respond with urgency, for the enemy's strategy thrives on hesitation. And hesitation is not neutral. It is agreement disguised. In this hour, you must rise in your spirit. Say yes to heaven. Declare aloud, even now, that your destiny belongs not to the accuser, but to the Almighty. Lift your voice, for heaven is listening. Speak quickly, for silence is costly. Do not let fear seal your fate. Do not let doubt silence your decree. Respond and watch as the angels record your words in the scroll of remembrance. For the heavens are open, the clock is ticking, and the choice is yours. This is the moment of alignment. This is the hour of agreement. The sword is drawn, the heavens are watching, and the earth is waiting. The adversary sought your name, but God has spoken a greater word. Align now, before the 3 minutes close, for what you seal in obedience will echo in eternity. Type amen in the comments to activate heaven's defense over your destiny. Blessing go to asterisk 1414 asterisk is now surrounding you. Listen carefully, beloved soul, for the veil must be torn back. What you have felt in the unseen, what you could not explain in your waking hours, is not coincidence. It was the sound of negotiations in the spirit realm. You thought it was simply anxiety. You thought it was simply sleepless nights, the random pounding of your heart, the sudden unease that lingered with no clear cause. But no, those were echoes of your name being whispered in darkness. Someone close to you, someone you trusted, carried your name into places it should have never been. Not everyone who smiles in your face carries peace in their heart. Not everyone who claps for you wants your victory. And in hidden places, in hushed tones, they whispered your name with ill intent. Hear this revelation. They do not even know the fullness of your destiny. They do not comprehend the magnitude of heaven's call upon your life. But they sensed enough. They saw enough. They perceived the light around you and the favor on you, and it stirred something in them. jealousy, envy, fear. It drove them to speak against you. It drove them to align unknowingly with darkness. And their words, spoken in the secret, became a request before the adversary. A door was sought, an opening was searched for, and it was your name they carried forward. Have you felt it? The sudden heaviness in your chest when no explanation exists. Have you noticed the restless nights, the turning and tossing, the subtle disruptions that kept you unsettled? That was not your imagination. That was your spirit responding to the transaction happening in the unseen. The enemy sought you because heaven had already marked you. Do you understand? The greater the glory written over your life, the greater the warfare that rises against it. Hell does not waste its energy on the ordinary. Hell requests access only to those who carry extraordinary promise. And you, beloved, were not overlooked. You were marked. You were chosen. Your name is known in the heavens, and because of that, it is also known in the depths. That is why your battles have been fierce. That is why your attacks have felt relentless. That is why the betrayals cut so deep, because you are not just anyone. You are carrying something sacred, and the enemy knows it. But hear me now, for here is the disruption that shatters the enemy's plans. What was whispered in darkness is being overturned in light. What was requested against you has been intercepted. Archangel Michael has drawn the line. Heaven has interrupted the adversary's petition. And yet, the matter is unfinished without your agreement. Silence cannot be your answer. Delay cannot be your answer. You must rise in your spirit and release your decree, for the courts of heaven wait for your words. Ask yourself, why would the enemy request you specifically? Why not another? Why your name? It is because heaven has already sealed your next level. You are at the edge of breakthrough, the brink of elevation, the doorway to destiny's next chapter. And the enemy, sensing the shift, rushed to block it. But his request was denied, his reach was stopped, and now heaven awaits only one thing: your voice, your yes, your alignment. Do not be deceived by what you see in the natural. The true battle has been unfolding in the unseen. And the unease you felt was not weakness, it was your spirit detecting the war. Do not despise the trembling, for it was a signal. Do not ignore the restlessness, for it was a warning. Heaven has been speaking, and today you finally understand why. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code **777* is now active over you. Beloved, if this word has pierced your heart, understand this. Every time you sow into this mission, you are not giving to a platform. You are sowing into souls. You are placing seed into the fertile soil of heaven's work, where lives are rescued, chains are broken, and destinies are restored. Just as the word declares, **He who sows generously will also reap generously**. This is God's voice over you right now. I invite you, in this holy moment, to step into prophetic action. Your support is not charity, it is warfare. It is oil, it is fire released into this mission. When you give through **, super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description, **, you unlock rivers of blessing not only for yourself, but for those who will hear this word because of your obedience. I bless every giver right now. May heaven open over you. May the oil of abundance pour out, and may the enemy's request against you be overturned with sudden power. Do not wait. Do not delay. Move with heaven now. Hear hear this clearly. Beloved soul, what you are walking through is not punishment. It is confirmation. Do not mistake the intensity of your battle for evidence of abandonment. No, the very opposite is true. If you were ordinary, the enemy would not request access to you. If you carried no promise, no weight of destiny, no light of heaven's anointing, the adversary would have left you in silence, unnoticed and unchallenged. But because you are chosen, because you are sealed, because you carry something sacred within, hell's attention has been drawn to you. This is the framework of the conflict you find yourself in, not as a victim, but as a vessel of heaven's purposes. This is a test, not of weakness, but of obedience. This is warfare, not as destruction, but as proof of your position. The Father is not punishing you. He is revealing you. Every trembling in your spirit, every sleepless night, every whisper of accusation against you is proof that your destiny has been noticed by both heaven and hell. And now, the question hangs over you. Will you respond in fear, or will you rise in faith? Will your silence give ground to the adversary, or will your voice align with heaven's decree? Do not think for a moment that your choices are unseen. Every word you release is weighed. Every silence you allow is recorded. Every declaration of faith shakes the heavens, and every fearful hesitation opens the door for the enemy's claim. Right now, the courts of eternity are listening. The scrolls are open. The angelic scribes write, and the hosts of heaven watch. This is not invisible. This is not unnoticed. The entire kingdom of God leans close to witness your response. And I, Michael, stand as witness and warrior. My sword burns with fire. My shield is raised, but your word, your agreement, your yes is the seal that determines the outcome. Do not be fooled. This is not about how loud your enemies whisper your name, nor about how dark their intentions run. This is about how you respond. Your obedience shifts the balance. Your faith opens the gates. Your decree unlocks heaven's hand. Understand this mystery. Conflict is not evidence of abandonment, but evidence of selection. You were selected, chosen before time, marked for this very moment. That is why the enemy's request came forth, because your rising threatens his dominion. That is why your silence is dangerous, because your voice carries weight in the spirit. You may feel small in the natural, but your name carries authority in the heavens. That is why the adversary seeks to silence you. That is why delay feels heavy. That is why hesitation feels suffocating, because your obedience has power. This battle is not about your past. It is about your future. It is not about what you have lost. It is about what heaven has written that you are about to gain. And the enemy, sensing that release, rushed ahead to stop it. But hear me now. He has not succeeded. His request has been intercepted. His access has been blocked. But the final verdict requires your voice. Heaven has drawn the line, but you must step onto the right side. Therefore, I tell you, rise now. Break the cycle of silence. Refuse fear. Reject doubt. Do not agree with the lies whispered in darkness. Stand firm, for heaven is recording. Declare with your mouth, even now, that your destiny belongs to the Lord. For in this moment, your faith is not just faith, it is warfare. Your yes is not just yes, it is the unlocking of gates. Your decree is not just words, It is the sword that cuts off the enemy's petition. You are chosen. You are sealed. You are marked. And though the adversary requested access, heaven has not given him victory. All that remains is your response. Will you be silent, or will you speak? The conflict hangs in this balance, and heaven waits. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code *** 2020 *** is now surrounding you. Hear me now, child of destiny, for the hour of warning has arrived. The Spirit of God does not speak in riddles without purpose, nor does heaven stir urgency without reason. This is the word you must not take lightly. Darkness has not abandoned its pursuit. The adversary's request has been denied, but he is restless, pacing, searching for another door. He is preparing a confrontation, and it is not far from you. Within hours, within days, within a span no longer than 72 hours, a reflection of the battle in the heavens will attempt to manifest itself in the earth around you. You must be watchful. You must be sober. You must pay attention. Do not dismiss sudden changes as coincidence. Do not shrug off unexpected shifts in the people around you. Watch carefully who suddenly changes their tone, who suddenly grows distant, who suddenly brings confusion where there once was peace. These are not accidents. They are echoes of the unseen war. The conversations that feel twisted, the sudden heaviness in certain rooms, the shift in someone's eyes when they look at you. These are signs of the confrontation trying to break through into the natural. But hear me with clarity. This is not to terrify you. This is to prepare you. Heaven never leaves its chosen ones ignorant of what is coming. The Spirit warns so that you may stand, not fall. The adversary believes that by bringing pressure, by stirring disruption, by sending confusion through those closest to you, he can force your silence. He believes that if he confronts you in the natural, he will push you into fear. But he underestimates you. He underestimates the anointing you carry. He underestimates the protection that has already been released on your behalf. Do not be surprised when it comes. Do not be shaken when the atmosphere shifts. Do not be dismayed when those who once seemed safe begin to reveal another side. These moments will not come to destroy you. They come to confirm the prophecy. They come to prove that the battle is real. They come to show you that the adversary knows your name, but also that heaven's hand has not let you go. You have a choice. If you respond in fear, you will empower the confrontation. If you respond in silence, you will leave space for the enemy's claim. But if you rise in faith, if you respond with prayer, if you lift your voice to heaven, then the confrontation will become the stage for your victory. For every natural shaking is only a shadow of the greater spiritual shift. And when you stand firm, the shadow cannot harm you, for the light has already consumed the darkness. Beloved, take heed. The next 72 hours are not casual hours. They are a divine countdown, a space of testing and of sealing. Heaven has gone before you, but your vigilance is required. Pay attention. Watch. Discern. Do not let the enemy trick you into dismissing what is truly a sign. When the confrontation comes, and it will, you will already be prepared. You will already know that this was spoken. You will already carry the strength of this revelation. And because you are prepared, you will not fall. You will stand. The pressure you feel is not the end. It is the confirmation that a door is about to open. The resistance you face is not failure. It is proof that breakthrough is close. The enemy fights hardest where he knows victory has already been written for you. That is why you feel the intensity. That is why the warning comes. You are closer than you realize, and the adversary is desperate. But desperation is not dominion. His schemes are exposed, his traps are overturned, and though the confrontation rises, it will fall. Mark this word well. You will see it, you will feel it, but you will not be defeated by it. The 72 hours ahead may shake the natural, but they will seal your spirit in victory. Heaven's warrior angels are already stationed. You are covered. You are guarded. And you will prevail. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code *4444* is now released upon you. Beloved, hear me as I speak with the authority of heaven. In these hours of shaking, your greatest weapon will not be your argument, nor your defense, nor your retaliation. No, your greatest weapon will be stillness before the Lord and obedience to His command. The enemy thrives on chaos. He feeds on reaction. He builds power from the storms of human anger and confusion. But heaven's strategy is different. Heaven's command for you in this hour is clear. Be still, and know that He is God. Do not retaliate. Do not waste your voice on accusations. Do not spend your strength trying to explain yourself to those who have already chosen not to understand you. The trap has been set in conversation. The snare is waiting in confrontation, and the adversary hopes to lure you into fighting battles in your own strength. But if you fight in the flesh, you will lose what was already secured for you in the spirit. Therefore, hold your peace. Stand still and watch the salvation of the Lord unfold before your eyes. Your silence, in this case, is not weakness. It is a shield. Every word you withhold from fleshly battle becomes another stone in the wall of your protection. And while you are silent in the natural, your prayers rise like thunder in the spirit. This is how you fight. Not with shouting, not with clamor, not with arguments, but with whispered decrees that echo in eternity. Every prayer you lift builds a fortress around you. Every declaration you release and faith sets fire to the enemy's camp. Every moment you choose stillness, heaven's warrior angels move freely on your behalf. Do not be deceived by appearances. The enemy will try to provoke you, to draw you out, to make you waste your energy in earthly battles. But if you remain still, you will watch him stumble over his own trap. For the Lord has already commanded His armies concerning you. Archangel Michael and the hosts of heaven are standing ready. The sword has already been raised. The shield of fire is already in place. You need not fight the way the world fights, because heaven is already fighting for you. Child of destiny, you are covered. You are sealed. You are hidden beneath the wings of the Almighty. Darkness cannot pierce the seal of heaven. No request from the adversary can override the decree of God. Your life is not exposed. It is wrapped in the covenant. Do not let fear tell you otherwise. Fear will make you think you are vulnerable. Fear will whisper that you are unprotected. But hear me. You are not accessible to darkness. The blood of the Lamb has already spoken louder than any accusation against you. The covering of the Spirit is stronger than any whisper of your enemies. You walk not uncovered, but surrounded on every side by fire. And this is why your stillness matters. It is not passivity. It is positioning. When you stand still, you step out of the enemy's bait and into heaven's alignment. When you choose silence in the natural, you allow angelic voices to thunder in the courts of heaven. When you pray instead of argue, when you worship instead of retaliate, when you lift your eyes instead of your fists, you activate a dimension of protection no adversary can breach. So be at peace. Rest in the assurance that you are not alone in this. Do not fear the coming confrontation. Do not fear the whispers that circle your name. Do not fear the sudden shifts that will unfold around you. You are covered. You are shielded. You are hidden in Him. Stand still and watch as Archangel Michael moves on your behalf. Stand still and see that the Lord has already secured the victory. Type "I am covered" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code **5555** is now active in your atmosphere. Beloved, now that you have been warned, now that you have been shielded, I must remind you of a greater truth. You are not who you used to be. Do not let the memory of your former self deceive you. Do not allow the echoes of your past failures, your past struggles, your past weaknesses to convince you that you are still bound. Heaven has upgraded your spirit in silence. While you wept, heaven was rewriting your name in the scrolls. While you felt abandoned, you were being equipped. While you thought you were breaking, heaven was building. You are not prey anymore. You are not the easy target you once believed yourself to be. You are no longer vulnerable, weak, and defenseless. The adversary looks at you and still sees the version of you from yesterday, but heaven sees the weapon you have become today. You have been sharpened like a sword in fire. Every trial, every wound, every betrayal, every disappointment has not destroyed you. It has refined you. It has stripped you of weakness and forged in you a strength that cannot be explained. You were once wounded, yes, but wounds became wisdom. You were once crushed, yes, but crushing released the oil. You were once buried in silence, yes, but silence grew wings that now prepare you to ascend. Do not see yourself as fragile. See yourself as chosen. You are the living proof that trials cannot cancel destiny. You are the testimony that pain is not permanent, but transformative. You are the vessel heaven has preserved for this very hour. And the moment you realize this truth, the adversary's grip on your mind begins to break. For he thrives on your ignorance. He thrives on you forgetting who you are. But the moment you awaken, the moment you declare, the moment you stand in your God-given identity, his power collapses. Child of destiny, you must know this. You are not standing at the mercy of darkness. You are standing in authority over it. You are not being chased. You are the one who now carries the fire that chases. Like a sword drawn in battle, you are no longer hidden in the shadows. Like wings stretched in the sky, you are ascending into a level the enemy cannot reach. You are no longer prey. You are the predator of darkness, a weapon of heaven forged with divine purpose. Yes, you walked through valleys. Yes, you endured the furnace. Yes, you suffered betrayals that cut you deeply. But all of it was training. All of it was preparation. All of it was heaven shaping a vessel who could not be shaken by ordinary storms. The trials that nearly broke you only proved how unbreakable you are. The nights you thought you would not survive only proved that you were meant to rise at dawn. The tears that burned your face only proved that oil was being pressed out of your spirit. So rise now in empowerment. Stand tall in identity. Declare with authority that you are not the same. The adversary will try to remind you of who you used to be, but heaven declares who you are becoming. Do not bow to old labels. Do not bow to old chains. You are not the prisoner. You are a warrior. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You are not unseen. You are marked by the gaze of heaven. You are not forgotten. You are engraved on the palms of the Almighty. Hear me as I speak this truth. The fire did not consume you. It refined you. The betrayal did not bury you. It revealed you. The warfare did not destroy you. It exposed the warrior within you. What the adversary meant for harm has only produced in you a strength he cannot withstand. And now, you rise, not broken, but sharpened. Not crushed, but carrying oil. Not grounded, but ascending on wings of fire. Type "I am empowered" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing note *3,333 * is now flowing over you. Beloved soul, the time has come for the veil to be lifted, for the mystery behind your warfare to be revealed. You have wondered, *why me, *you have asked, *why now, *you have cried out, *why does the storm rage so violently around my name, *. The answer is not hidden any longer. It is because your next level is here. The adversary does not fight battles without purpose. He requests access only when heaven has already signed off on your advancement. He rises against you only when promotion has already been decreed. What you are walking through is proof that heaven has spoken elevation over you. The attacks were never random. The betrayals were not coincidence. The sleepless nights, the heaviness, the sudden warfare, none of it came without reason. The enemy saw what was written in the scrolls of heaven, and though you did not yet know, he knew. He saw the oil dripping from your name. He saw the favor surrounding your future. He saw the new door opening in the spirit. And because of this, he rushed to block it. But hear this now. What God has signed, no devil can cancel. What heaven has decreed, no darkness can erase. The scrolls have your name, and the ink of eternity does not fade. This is your unlocking moment. This is the hour where prophecy becomes reality, where hidden identity becomes public manifestation. You thought you were fighting for survival, but in truth, you are standing at the doorway of transformation. Heaven has approved your promotion, and the enemy's desperate request only confirms it. For why would he request you if there was nothing to stop? Why would he whisper your name in darkness if there was no light on your future? The warfare itself is the evidence of your chosen status. Listen closely. Your name has been etched into the records of heaven. It has been sung in the courts of angels. It has been marked as one who will carry influence, breakthrough, and destiny that impacts generations. You may not feel it in your natural body. You may not see it in your current situation. But heaven has already sealed it, and hell trembles because of it. That is why your life has felt unsettled. That is why you have endured battles that made no sense. That is why your spirit has been restless. Because something was shifting, something greater, something higher, something irreversible. Do not miss this revelation. You are standing in the transition between who you were and who you are becoming. You are walking across the threshold of destiny's door. This is why the adversary tried to intercept. This is why Archangel Michael was sent to block the request. Heaven has chosen you for a divine unlocking, and your response in this hour determines whether you step into it with fullness. You must declare it. You must claim it. You must align your yes with the decree already spoken over you. Lift your head. Strengthen your spirit. This is not the end of your story. This is the unveiling of your assignment. Heaven says your next level is not delay. Heaven says the oil on your life cannot be stolen. Heaven says your name is marked and your promotion is irreversible. Step forward, for this is your hour. Type "I receive my next level" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code **888** is now released upon you. Beloved, if this prophetic revelation has spoken to your spirit, understand this. Your support is not about helping a platform. It is about helping heaven's word reach souls marked for breakthrough. Every seed you release is like oil poured into the mission. Every act of giving is fire fueling the message that sets captives free. As it is written, *give, and it shall be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not just a verse. It is God's living promise to you right now. I invite you, in faith and urgency, to sow into this word by releasing a ** super thanks, becoming a channel member, or giving through PayPal using the link in the description. ****. When you move with heaven in this way, your gift becomes prophetic, unlocking harvest in your own life, even as it pushes this message of freedom to others. May your obedience and giving be met with sudden reversal, divine acceleration, and open heavens over your household. Do not delay. Step into alignment, for the anointing responds to action. Beloved, the revelation has been given, but now comes the moment of activation. For it is not enough to hear the word. It is not enough to feel the trembling in your spirit. You must release your decree. Destiny is not sealed in silence. It is sealed in agreement. Heaven has written your name in the scrolls. Heaven has released angels on your behalf. Heaven has intercepted the adversary's request, but the last movement must come from your mouth. You must declare, you must align, you must speak into the atmosphere that which heaven has already spoken over you. Listen carefully. Your silence is not neutral. To remain quiet is to let the adversary's request stand unchallenged. To delay is to sign by default what was whispered against you. But when you speak, when you lift your voice in obedience, when you declare, *heaven has the final word over my destiny, you break the seal of the enemy and place your agreement with the decree of God. This is why your voice matters. This is why heaven waits for your response. For destiny is not just written, it is activated by faith. You must not wait until tomorrow. You must not say, "I will speak when I feel stronger." The 3 minutes have already begun, and the window of response is open now. Heaven does not delay its blessings, but heaven requires your yes. Your yes cannot be casual. Your yes cannot be whispered in hesitation. Your yes must be firm, bold, thunderous in the spirit, for it carries authority to reverse what was attempted against you. Do not underestimate the power of your agreement. When you speak, angels record it. When you declare, darkness trembles. When you align with heaven, the scrolls are stamped with the seal of finality. The enemy cannot rewrite what God has sealed with your obedience. This is your moment to step into boldness. Speak it aloud where you are. Let your house hear it. Let your own ears confirm it. Say it again and again until your spirit feels the weight of heaven's confirmation. This is your destiny activation. You are not just surviving anymore. You are stepping into divine fulfillment. You are not just escaping the enemy's traps. You are inheriting heaven's promises. The enemy wanted access to your future, but now you must speak to declare that only heaven holds the keys. Every step you take from this moment must align with what God already wrote about you. No more delay. No more half-yes. No more confusion. This is the moment where you say, "I belong to heaven, and my destiny cannot be signed away." Do not think for a moment that your voice is small. In the spirit, your voice shakes foundations. In the heavens, your words echo as thunder. In the courts of eternity, your decree carries eternal weight. Your destiny is waiting for activation, and your yes is the key. Open your mouth, lift your hands, and declare with authority that you are aligned with heaven. For this is not only about you. It is about every generation tied to your obedience, every life connected to your breakthrough, every soul who will be touched because you said yes when it mattered most. Beloved, the door is open. The angels are watching. The scrolls are ready. The adversary has been silenced, but heaven waits your answer. Say yes now, not tomorrow. Declare it boldly. Seal it in faith. For the moment you release it, the chains break, the accusations fall silent, and your future becomes secured in the fire of God's decree. Type "Heaven has the final word" in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code *9999* is now activated upon you. Beloved soul, let me unveil to you the mystery that has been unfolding while you wrestled in the night. What you felt as heaviness, what you perceived as confusion, what you endured as delay, was in truth the sound of a silent exchange happening in the spirit. While your body lay weary, while your mind carried burdens too heavy to name, the heavens were in motion. Angels were not idle. The courts were not silent. The Lord himself was watching as requests and decrees crossed the chambers of eternity. Hear this revelation. What the enemy requested has been denied. Do you understand the weight of that? He stood in the courts, pointing, accusing, demanding access to your destiny. He tried to pull your future into his camp. He requested permission to touch what heaven had preserved for you. But the decree came forth. Asterisk denied asterisk. The hand of God pushed back the darkness. The petition was stopped. The access was blocked. Your name was covered under the blood, and no accusation could pierce it. But this is not the only exchange. For while the enemy's request was being denied, something else was happening. What was stolen is being returned. Every tear you cried was gathered. Every prayer you whispered was recorded. Every moment of silence where you thought no one heard you was written into the records of heaven. And as the enemy's petition fell to the ground, heaven began releasing restoration. Things that you thought were lost forever, opportunities you thought had slipped away, blessings you thought were delayed beyond repair, they are now being repositioned. Not lost. Not destroyed. Only hidden until this moment of reversal. Child of destiny, you must grasp this. The exchange has already taken place in the spirit. While you slept, Archangel Michael stood guard. While you battled doubt, the armies of heaven surrounded you. While you wept in silence, your tears became evidence before the throne of God. Nothing you suffered was wasted. Nothing you endured was ignored. It was all part of the ledger written in your favor. And now, The balance is shifting. The enemy thought his request would silence your future, but instead, his request became the trigger for your restoration. He believed his whispers in the dark would rob you, but instead, they exposed your name in the heavens and accelerated your release. What you are about to step into is not ordinary blessing. It is recompense. It is divine payback. It is restoration pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Feel this truth in your spirit. The transfer has already begun. Your spirit knew it before your mind could understand it. That is why you felt the unease. That is why you sensed the trembling. Your inner man was picking up the shift before your natural eyes could see it. The exchange happened silently, but the results will soon be loud. Doors will open. Favor will find you. Provision will appear. Relationships will realign. And all of it will testify that heaven answered, heaven intervened, and heaven reversed what was signed. Do not doubt. Do not question. Do not think you imagine the heaviness or the shaking. It was real. But so is this victory. The silent exchange was not in vain. You will see the fruit. You will hold the evidence. You will testify of the turnaround. Type IT is restored in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code **1212** is now released into your atmosphere. Beloved, listen with the ears of your spirit, for heaven has not only denied the adversary's request, it has turned it back against him. The God of justice does not simply block the plans of darkness, he overturns them. He does not merely silence the accuser, he commands that every word spoken against you returns to its sender. This is divine reversal. This is spiritual justice. The very trap set for you is now a snare for those who designed it. The very pit dug for your fall is now the grave for the schemes of the enemy. Understand this with holy clarity. The adversary thought his whispers were powerful enough to derail you. He thought his petition could shift the scrolls of destiny. But instead, what he requested is now returned upon his own camp. What he meant to bind you will bind him. What he meant to delay you will delay his own plans. What he meant to steal will now be multiplied and restored to you. For the Lord has spoken, *touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. The adversary touched what was sacred, and now heaven's judgment is released. Do not fear when you see sudden shifts. Do not be startled when those who plotted against you find themselves stumbling. This is not your hand, it is heaven's hand. This is not revenge, it is divine balance. The scales are being weighed, and the verdict has been given in your favor. For every tear you sowed, there will be joy. For every night you endured, there will be morning light. For every delay you suffered, there will be sudden acceleration. This is justice in motion. Beloved, understand the magnitude of this moment. What was once delayed is being released suddenly. The blessings that were tied up, the opportunities that were hindered, the doors that were locked, are now opening with force. Do not mistake the shaking for loss. The shaking is evidence that the chains are breaking. The enemy's hands are being forced to let go of what belongs to you. Every delay is ending. Every obstruction is crumbling. Every wall is falling. What was once distant is now rushing toward you. Hear me. God does not forget. Every seed sown in prayer, every whisper of faith, every moment of surrender, He has recorded it all. And in his timing, he releases justice that no darkness can resist. This is not only about restoration, it is about multiplication. You will not just receive what was stolen, you will receive increase, pressed down and overflowing. The enemy thought he could rob you, but heaven has ordered repayment with interest. Mark this day in your spirit. Mark it as the hour heaven declared reversal. The adversary's request is not only denied, it is judged. The scales are tipped, and they fall heavily in your favor. This is the word of the Lord. Your hands will hold what was promised, your spirit will rejoice in what is restored, and your enemies will see the hand of God lift you higher. Rejoice, not in their downfall, but in the justice of God. Rejoice, not because the adversary failed, but because the Lord has proven himself faithful. This is the testimony you will carry, that the enemy sought your life, but God preserved it. The enemy requested your destiny, but God sealed it. The enemy whispered your name in darkness, but heaven shouted it in light. The divine reversal is not coming, it has already begun. And soon, the evidence will surround you so clearly that even your enemies will know the Lord has spoken on your behalf. Type divine reversal in the comments if you receive this word. Blessing code **1717 ** is now active in your life. Beloved, hear this final decree. The enemy's request has been intercepted. Heaven did not allow the signature of darkness to override the seal of light upon your life. The courts have spoken. The verdict is clear. You belong to the Lord. The adversary's petition has been silenced, and the scrolls of heaven now bear your yes. What was once in question has been confirmed. What was once trembling has now been secured. Do not walk away from this word in fear. Walk away in faith. For the 3 minutes have passed, and heaven has recorded your response. Your yes has unlocked protection. Your declaration has reversed what was signed in silence. Your obedience has sealed your destiny. The Father has seen you. The Spirit has strengthened you. And I, Michael, have fought for you. Now justice is sealed. May your steps be ordered in righteousness. May your path be covered in light. May every door of destiny swing open with force, and may every shadow that once followed you be broken forever. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no whisper spoken against your name shall succeed. The Lord himself surrounds you with fire, and his angels walk with you into every battle. This is your closing affirmation. Rise now, for your time has come. The 3 minutes have passed. The confrontation has been overturned. The adversary has been silenced, and your future stands guarded by heaven's decree. You are free. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. Type I am sealed in the comments if you receive this final blessing. Blessing code **1919 * is now flowing into your life. Beloved, as we seal this word, I invite you into a prophetic act of partnership. This mission is not about one voice. It is about releasing heaven's voice to every soul who needs it. Each time you sow into this work, whether through *** super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description ***, you are planting seed into eternal harvest. The Lord declares, those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed, and today the promise rests on you. This is not donation, it is activation. It is warfare. It is all poured out that fuels the fire of God's word across the nations. As you give, may rivers of blessing open, may the oil of favor flow, and may your obedience trigger a reversal greater than you imagine. Step into alignment. Beloved, heaven responds to action.